page is going into the MB, putting up for download a world edit add-on. And this add-on is really useful if you're a map builder or just like editing your world. It makes doing things a lot faster, and let me show you some of the things I could do. And for this one, you only need a behavior pack, and once you have the behavior pack installed, all you have to do is type in function help, and it will give you a list of all the commands that are available. And it gives you a small explanation of what they do. So you can use any of these. This is the command, and this one white is the explanation. So you can just check what they do. And I also added some items that make using some of these commands much faster. For example, if you type in function give, it will give you a few items that can activate some commands. So like do function give, it gives me these items, and it also shows you what each one of them does when you drop them. You have to drop these items. Whenever you drop any of these items, they activate a specific effect. For example, if you drop the barrier, that's the one that stops all the commands. That's one of the important things. If you want to stop the commands, you can either drop a barrier and it will stop any command, or you can do function stop, and that will also stop any of the commands that are active. Let me give you an example of what these can do. So for example, if I drop some oak leaves, it will activate a command, and it tells you on the left side that what it does. So right now it's removing leaves, so wherever I look, it instantly removes all the leaves from the trees. So this could be really useful if you want to clear out a bunch of leaves. And if you want to stop it, you can either just drop the barrier, or you can do function stop, whichever one you want. These just make it much faster. And if you drop a stone axe, this one will get rid of any trees. So wherever you look, any tree will be removed. And one of the main difference between this one and the PC version is that this one does not have an undo. So you gotta be careful where you use this. Make sure you make a backup of your world, or just be very careful where you use this. So this could instantly remove trees. It's also very useful if you want to clear out a big area. And again, if you want to stop it, just drop a barrier. And this one, if you drop this grass, it will remove the grass. So if I drop it, wherever I look, it starts removing the grass. So this could also be pretty useful if you're just trying to clear out of an area. And then just drop it, or like I said, function stop, whatever you want. And this one here, this one's also good for clearing. If I drop this one, it will remove snow wherever you look, and it only removes snow, so you don't have to worry about destroying any other structures. It's just snow. And then just stop it, and it'll show you that message whenever the command stops. And this one here is one of my favorite ones. So if you drop this bucket, it will instantly remove water or lava wherever you're looking. And this makes clearing big areas of water really easy. So if you're trying to build a map and you want to remove some water, this will help out a lot. It makes it super quick. And all of these get stopped the same way. Just drop this. And let me show you this one. So if I change it to night, right, so if you turn it to night and you drop this light block, what it will do is it will light up any area you look at. So wherever you're looking, this will light it up. So this makes lighting up big areas really easy, simple. Just look wherever you want and it will start getting lit up. So this one's also pretty useful. And then you can just stop it by dropping the barrier block or using the function. And if you drop this one, the stick, it will summon in a like a small sphere, a dirt sphere, and wherever you look, it's gonna start placing blocks. This could be really useful if you want to build some really big structures or mountains. This makes it really simple. Makes it really simple to do. and you just play around with it. There's also some other size brushes, but you have to activate those using the commands. And like I said, just use the barrier block to stop. That way, whenever you want to stop, just drop this barrier. And you can use the shovel. If you drop it, you can use it to remove blocks. It's a 3x3. It removes a 3x3 area. So you can use this to remove anything you don't want. This one will delete any block. And you could also use this to flatten some areas. So if you wanted to flatten this out, you could just go around and flatten it. Just gotta be really careful because there, like I said, there is no undo. So if you break something by accident, you're not gonna be able to recover it. And yeah, this is also pretty useful. And to stop it, just drop the barrier. Also, some of these commands I was given permission to use by Dakonblackrose. So let me show you one of the ones I borrowed from him. So if I do function add grass, it will summon in an armor stand, and wherever this armor stand is, it will place grass. So this one will add grass to wherever it touches. So it's also really useful if you're trying to add grass. And I also changed it up a little bit. And if you drop the barrier block, it will remove that. Or just use the function stop, that would also work. I also changed that one up a little bit. So if you drop the snow block, it would also summon in an armor stand, but this one will place snow. So this is also really useful if you're trying to add snow to an area. And just stop it. And there's a lot more features you can use. For example, you could turn grass, you could turn it to sand. So if you do function, a lot of these have to be activated with commands. They can only be activated with commands. So for example, you could do function. If you do function grass to sand, it will turn the grass into sand. So that's also really useful for map making. Or you could also do function dirt to sand. This will also turn to sand. And there's a lot of different options, so just look through the commands and you should be able to find some really good ones in there. And then once you do that, you can just stop it and then do function sand to stone, and it will turn the sand into stone, or to some other options I have in there. You could also do function stone to grass or to sand, so you could turn this back into grass, or you could turn it to sand. So you could turn the stone back to sand. That's also really useful. I also added a few different brushes, so if I type in brush large, this one will summon in a huge circle made out of dirt, so you can use this to make like a huge mountain like in seconds. Or you use it to make anything you want. And wherever you turn this, it's gonna follow you, so it makes making huge structures really simple. And I also made one that spawns in a brush made out of sand. So if I type in brush sand small, just like that, it will summon in. But this one will cause a lot of lag if you're not careful with it, because it has a lot of falling entities, so you gotta be careful with this one when you're using it. It might not work very well on low-end devices like some smartphones. I haven't tested it on smartphones, but it could cause a lot of lag. But you could just stop it by dropping it, and then you can turn this into stone or sand or whatever you want. And another command that I borrowed from Dakon is this one, the function snow platform 50 or 100. This will create a huge platform made out of snow, and it will just drop it. So if I do this, you can cover big areas with snow. So wherever you do this, you could add huge amounts of snow to an area. Also added some that you have to be really careful with some of these. For example, if you use clear, a 20. This one will clear a 20 by 20 area, so it will delete anything within 20 by 20 square. Or this one clears a 50 by 50. So let me show you an example. So it instantly cleared this area. So this could be useful for flattening areas. But yeah, just be careful when you use this one, because it could destroy some of your structures and there's no way to get that back. And yeah, there's a lot more functions that you can use, but you can just check them out yourselves. Download links are going to be in the description, and if you have any questions, just let me know. But if you do function help, it should show you all the commands, and some of them will give you a brief explanation of what they do. And that's it for now. Just leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions of what I should add. And yeah, that's it.